When you lose somebody to Alzheimer's, you start to grieve a long time before they pass away, because you watch them die a little bit every day, and there's nothing that you can do to stop that. And when my wife passed away, I was completely lost. And I did talk to Nikki a couple times, and she said that they don't like to start the support groups until about 3 months afterwards, because it takes that long for a person to really deal with their emotions and start everything. And the first day when we went there, we all kind of introduced ourselves. Nikki, kind of led us and gave us things of what we were going to do. And she asked me if I wanted to start, and I couldn't start. So the other 3 ladies, they did first, and then it was my turn. And then I still couldn't do it. But with Nikki's encouragement and the other ladies there, I did it that day. And I just felt better afterwards. Nikki would let us do most of the talking, to get it out, but she would pull out at the first 2 or 3 sessions, and after that it pretty much just came out. I think Nikki's leadership was fantastic. I think the whole hospice unit as a whole is really good. I don't think that I could have made it. I know a lot of guys won't go to grief counseling because they don't need it, or think they don't need it, but I think everybody probably needs it. I don't know. Maybe some people are different than others, but I know that I needed it, and I'm glad I went. I felt so much better, but I just feel that that grief was different, support different than my family's. My family's was more, are you sure you're okay? Do you need anything? Theirs was like, let's take care of your mind and your spiritual and your heart, where they try to get you off of that plateau where you're sitting at, looking out and seeing nothing. And they try to lead you to a place where you can come down off of that plateau and you can start seeing things. And looking past the heartbreak of, I wish I would have did this, I should have did this, I shouldn't have did that. That's just part of life. And it's trying to bring you to that spot where you feel like you can live again and breathe again. And I think part of the thing is sharing these other people's heartache and their feelings. As strange as that may seem, you're taking their burden on, but you're giving them your burden at the same time. And I think that all helps. Everybody, whether they go grief support or not, who loses a loved one, and Beloit Hospice has taken care of them. They do a quilt. They have people that volunteers to do a quilt, and everybody gets to put, I think it's like 4 by 5 or something, picture or a saying or whatever they want. You put on a piece of paper, and then these people stitch them all into a quilt. Every spring, Hospice puts on a memorial program for those who have lost their loved ones in the past year. All their families, anybody that wants to come can come. And everybody's given a candle. And then they read off the names of everybody that has passed away. And it's really quite emotional, and it's really nice. I think when you go there, it's kind of like maybe a final closing. I think about it. It's like this is all done and over with now. You know, like some people have Alzheimer's, live in the past. Linda never lived any place but right here today. She never talked about her past, never remembered nothing, never talked about the future. It was just what was here today was what here today. And so in one afternoon, about a week and a half before she passed away, a couple weeks, I was sitting there and I was talking to her. And she never answered nothing. And I said to her, Linda, do you love me? And without a minute of hesitation, she looked at me and said, all the time. And I thought, why did I ask her that? I could have just died. I didn't even think about how she answered me at the minute. I thought, what if she would have said no? You know, and I thought about it afterwards. It was by the grace of the good Lord that I even asked her that. And it was by the grace of the good Lord that she answered that way. I was blessed to take care of her. I don't wish that on anybody though. Like I said, it is to me the worst of the worst to die. Because they don't die today, they die for years. And I think that having that grief counseling did more for me than I can even say. Because like I said, it's been 3 years, and this is the first year where I finally feel like I can move on and do other things now and change things in the house. So, but thank you for letting me tell my story.